You're listening to KYST 89.3, The Bone. The Bone. And now time for South Tucson Youth Football. Simulcast on AM 1400, The Ground. And on South Tucson Local Access Channel 22.
Oh, man.
Good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world watching us. It is South Tucson Youth Football. I'm Brian, flying solo for the moment, but we've got a huge pair of games for you this afternoon. It's a bit early here on the South Tucson side. We got kids still rubbing their eyes, up so early because of practice, but it is a big game today, and that is why our first game of this doubleheader pits 2-0 teams against one another. Someone is going to go into their conference schedule with a 3-0 record, and someone else will go 2-1. Will it be Moist Adventures Indoor Water Park, or will it be second to Naan Curry Shop? Moist Adventures 2-0 so far with wins over Fat and Lazy Motorized Scooters. That was an away win by 1, 28-27 that score. And they got another away win. Actually, we featured them beating House of Guffaws Comedy Palace 28-21. And that was how they got to this point. Meanwhile, second to Naan Curry Shop got a win over Sam & Sons Gazebo Repair 38-24, and also had a win over Mama Logano's Legitimate Spaghetti House 28-17. So they've been winning by a little bit bigger margins, but nonetheless, still 2-0, looking to be a team to go 3-0 into the Foreign Legion, which has proven to be a pretty solid conference. They got 4 teams entering Week 3 at 2-0, so we could have a couple undefeated teams as conference play starts. If Moist Adventures do it as well, they will join Ted's Baby Clothes Emporium as a 3-0 team. So there are 2 of those. And nonetheless, let's get right over to Star Watch, brought to you by Star Watch, as Randy and Jason Starr, the Starr brothers, watch old episodes of Star Search and make poignant topical comments about it. It's Star Watch, what the stars watch, with Randy and Jason Starr, the Starr brothers. And let's start off with Moist Adventures. That is their star quarterback, Spencer Gifts. That is tight end, Whole Lotta Love. And cornerback, Lazarus on the other side of that football is the team second to Naan Curry Shop, with going right to left there. That is their defensive tackle, Slut Bum Walla. In the middle, that is running back Cedric Malamar, and their quarterback, star player, Ultimius Warrior. So be sure to let us know in the chat who you think's got this one. We've got a lot of great signs. Not a single one is radio appropriate because of Moist Adventures. I gotta say, the goalposts that look like legs it's just not okay. And let's just go down to the Muni. And you are looking live in Municipal Field number 28 for the first half of our doubleheader here this afternoon on Saturday. Week 3 action. Moist Adventures Indoor Water Park 2-0, both games away from home. They host their first game at home at the Muni. They are in their home jerseys of orange helmets, orange jerseys, and light blue pants. They're going to receive this one. Kicking off right to left on your radio dial. Their opponent second to Naan in their blue pants and helmets and white away jerseys. Lazarus bringing that one up to get things started for Spencer Gifts. Taking this one, starting off from the 33-yard line.
There's a flag on the field.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense. Automatic first down.
That makes it 2nd and 10.
3 down, 3 down. 47 Mike, 47 Mike, Mike 47.
Quickly on the tackle. That's a gain of 7 on the play. That makes it 3rd and 3.
And we are seeing Moist Adventures move the football down the field, 33-yard line. Slow and steady. Faking the handoff is Gifts. Finds the... No, out of bounds. It was caught, but foot was on the white line, out of bounds, 2nd and 10. See what they can do here. That Moist Adventures team... Incomplete pass again, and this might be 4-down territory. They are using another fast offense. We saw a very fast-paced team, Ted's Baby Clothes Emporium, last night, go to 3-0 out of the CSC, the Child Services Conference. Moist Adventures, another fast offense as well. That was almost picked off, thrown off the back foot. I think Gift was just trying to get rid of it. It's 4th and 10, and this might be... No, they're going to punt it. They're going to do the smart thing and punt it. I think they are going to be maybe going, I don't know, they're going into the wind. We'll have to see where this punt takes them. No, when they are going punting into the wind, they're punting with the wind, and that is a solid punt, puts them inside their own red zone. Here comes Ultimaeus Warrior for the first time, 3:45 to go in the first quarter. And that is the University of Marshall offense that Moist Adventures was using, so trying to get a lot of plays off. Just the CSC known for being very fast, just trying to hold on to their... very much trying to just keep pace with them is always the toughest thing. The Foreign Legion, we are looking at 2nd to Naan using the University of South Carolina's offense, so a very pass-happy one. They've got a strong quarterback, Ultimaeus Warrior. He's mobile as well, so, you know, very much a dual threat there. And that is what we're looking to see right here. Malamar only gets 1 yard on that catch.
That brings up 3rd and 10.
And 2nd to Naan from their own, thrown up from their own 10. That is Malamar again, gets out of bounds. He gets shoved out of bounds just short of the first down marker. It is 4th and 1. And just like that, Moist Adventures is going to get good field position. It's a solid field position battle right now. And the punt, it's a typical South Tucson punt we're seeing. Maybe getting to the 50. So Moist Adventures, not even to the 50. They're taking it from the 49. They've got a very short field to work with. And they can now pick up right back where they left off from. And that's a huge play by Marty Mason, the running back for Moist Adventures. A solid play to get him back down to the 31. And basically picking up from where they left off are Moist Adventures. Here's Spencer Gifts from under center. Goes for a screen pass, but there is a flag on the play. Let's see what it is.
Personal foul. Face mask.
It's our first
Defense.
face mask, so go ahead and everybody take a drink. Start early.
Automatic first down.
I've got a cup of pulverized giblets right here. Pulverized giblets.
47 Mike, 47 Mike, Mike 47.
Mason, the intended receiver on the play. That makes it 2nd and 10.
And here come Moist Adventures out of the shotgun on this play. One back faking the handoff. And Spencer Gifts is going to get 7 yards out of that. 3rd and 3, down inside the 10.
That makes it 3rd and 3.
Got to get to the 5-yard line. They are on the somewhere between the 8 and the 9-yard line is where it's spotted. 3rd and 3. Beautiful morning here in South Tucson. These kids ready for a full day of football activity. Marty Mason catches it in the end zone for the touchdown. Nice play over the middle. Gets the cut to the right. Finds some space. And Spencer Gifts throws his first touchdown of this game. Moist Adventures took a little longer for them to open up the scoring. But again, we're seeing two potentially top-notch teams as this season, and that's the beauty of just the parity of this league. These kids are just, as kids come and go into this league, there's always a nice bit of parity and things like that.
Still first down.
And 2nd and on, looked like they were called for a penalty there. I didn't quite get what the penalty was, but they're going to start things off from their own 35. And we're seeing Moist Adventures after their first year in the league starting off pretty strong. That's Adrian Cooper with the 14-yard catch. 2nd and on have been kind of an ever-present team. I'm going to pull up their information for you, tell you how they did. Last season, they actually didn't. I don't think they had as strong of a season last year. They finished 5-5, second only to Kebab Barkers on a tiebreaker of all things. 4-3 in conference. They lost a tiebreaker to Kebab Barkers, who were the conference champions in their division. They did, however, make it out of the Foreign Legion as the champion with a 5-2 conference record and a 9-4 overall record. They ended up winning. Actually, yeah, they ended up winning the Foreign Legion Championship in our very first season by beating Nothing But Borscht, and that played them into the playoffs, where they made it all the way to the semifinals. They got an upset win as a 7 seed over Busted Rubber Auto and Tire Repair, and losing to Salmon Sons in the semifinals. So that was a strong performance by them. Moist Adventures only had one previous season, and they did all right. Finished 5-5 in the CSC, about middle of the pack. Pretty tough conference. CSC is looking to possibly be a good conference this year. So is the Foreign Legion, and that is Ultimius Warrior sacked for a loss. It brings up 4th and 8, and here comes the punter again. Going to punt this one from the 49-yard line right on the left thigh of that logo. That's going to be a good punt. Oh, it's going to be too good of a punt. Sails right into the end zone for a touchback, and you can see which way the wind is blowing, why they opted to go in the direction they did. Might be a bit of a back and forth kind of game today. We might be seeing that. And Marty Mason, 13 yards up the middle, has been a pivotal piece of the offense for Moist Adventures. It allows them to use that passing game as well by keeping a threat as far as the run game goes. J.D. Holden only getting 3 yards on that catch. 2nd and 7, and so far the 2nd and on seems to be ready for the for those pass games. And oh no, Cedric Malamar seems to be out for the game. That's going to hurt 2nd and on's chances. Their star running back out with an elbow injury, so they're going to have to turn to a backup running back, and that is not good early in this game for 2nd and on. Moist Adventures may have just been made a little bit more of a favorite in this game. Could have been a toss-up beforehand, but I think Moist Adventures now are definitively the favorite since Cedric Malamar is not going to be around for any more carries. Spencer gets a lot of time to throw as a receiver. Gets 14 yards. It's J.D. Holden to get things started in the second quarter. And, of course, you missed it. Between quarters, they had a lovely promotion. The New Relay at Moist Adventures, where they have just a sticky and slick like a slip and slide, and it's just like a relay race. You have to basically run and crawl your way while holding a football, pass off the football, and then there were 2 teams of 4, and they're still running. They are just sliding, and there's a sticky section. It's like it's slippery, then it's sticky, and then it's slippery again, which is a metaphor for so many things, life, certain activities, and just, whatever you'd like to apply that metaphor to. Slippery, sticky, and slippery again. And there is a poor woman who is still stuck in the sticky part. She is the 3rd leg of that relay team. Meanwhile, we've got someone on the 4th leg already for the other team. They have them on orange and blue, of course, in the team colors, for a free weekend pass next summer to Moist Adventures. Or actually, it's a winter pass. It's a full season pass. Sorry, because they are indoor. They don't have to use it in the summer. But you could, because it's so hot. Maybe a water park doesn't even help. It's like boils the water sometimes. But here comes Old Tamious Warrior. A lot of time to throw. Got a player wide open. It's Adrian Cooper, 21 yards, and that kid able to pull it down, extending it, and tackled immediately. Good coverage, but not enough to stop the play. And I see that the orange team has in fact won this one. They have won it. They are the winners of the new relay. They have won their passes, and that woman is still stuck in the sticky section. And anyone that is coming to help her is, of course, slipping and falling in the slippery section. It's like an oasis of glue, and she is still there, and we're gonna have to try to create some friction to get somebody to help her out, because literally wave after wave of people trying to pull her out are just slipping in the slippery, sudsy glop that has been just doused on this slip and slide. And that is why if you ever the Cannonball Fun, which is one of the popular rides at Moist Adventures, the Cannonball Fun is just coated with that slippery mystery goo, and you don't really notice it because there's so much water to dilute it as well, but it allows you to just ride at such an unsafe fast speed that when you touch down in the pool, you're too busy getting the water out of your nose, and then it just rinses off you. You don't realize that there's all that goo that you've been exposed to. But nonetheless, it is. So we gotta get somebody to help her out. Maybe like a crane or something. Can we get like a pulley system, like throw a rope to her, and like a tug of war kind of gimmick? I don't know. Well, we'll check back in that later. We got 3 minutes to go in the first half of play. That is Whole Lot of Love with a 7-yard catch on first down. Spencer Gifts. 50% completion percentage, 50 yards and a touchdown. It's been the running game that has been most successful, even though their only touchdown is a passing touchdown. Faking it to Marty Mason. Gifts going up the middle. He stumbles over the first down line. He got tripped up and still fell into a first down. Good for him on that one. Good for Spencer Gifts. It's 1st and 10 over the 50. And he's going to air it out. Caught by Mason, his running back, 12-yard catch. He has been the preferred offensive choice of Spencer Gifts. And they're looking to potentially extend the scoring. That's going to be Holden for 5 yards.
That brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 from the shotgun position. One back lined up behind him. That is Marty Mason, using him as a blocker right now. Goes to the left side, wide open to Whole Lot of Love for 6 yards. He gets popped pretty hard, and he's down for a 1st and 10, but he's not going to care. He's going to get right back up and get ready for another play call.
Personal foul Roughing the passer.
Roughing the passer, that's going to move it even further.
Automatic first down.
That is a huge, huge benefit for Moist Adventures. A mistake made at the worst time possible for second to Naan. His first and goal. Spencer Gifts a lot of time to throw. Finds it. Oh, had a receiver open.
Was the intended receiver on the
Could not hold on to it.
That brings up
Second and goal.
47 right, 47 right.
Minute and a half left to go in the half. Moist Adventures would love to go up 14-0 into this halftime. They're going to catch that one. It's going to be Thad Wynn. After dropping the first one, gets a 6-yard catch. Third and goal from the 2. Maybe looking to give it to Marty Mason to punch it up the middle. And second to Naan, kind of hedging their bets here, possibly thinking that they could throw it. Hands it to Mason, fakes the handoff to Mason. Spencer Gifts takes it himself up the middle. Touchdown, Moist Adventures. And they go up 2 scores late in the second quarter.
extra point attempt is good. Number 26 sets your time.
Kickoff going to 21 yards by Bo Schuler. And that's going to be a first down. Altamius Warrior rushing for it. A dual threat. Oh, but he drops it. Oh my gosh. I totally missed the play. Fumbled, and that's going to be a turnover. Moist Adventures. Sorry, I was thinking about pulled pork eggs Benedict. I was distracted by pulled pork eggs Benedict, and I missed the fumble. I wish I had it in front of me. I did not. Those are the picture that was taken in Florida, and they look fantastic. Like Moist Adventures do, forcing that fumble from Altamius Warrior, taking it over in non-territory. And there are 9 points scored by second to Naan. Marty Mason going to rush that right up the middle, 14 yards. They call a timeout. I don't think they really need to. 55 seconds to go in the half. They should be able to find another touchdown and really stick it to second to Naan in this first half. Spencer Gifts has a wide open receiver, but he's heading out of bounds. Second and goal.
Call it a gain of 2 yards.
Not sure if yeah, I guess he got it. Lamar Soria. 2 yards on that. And second and goal. I think you got to give it to Mason. You got to just let him run it. And they do. Does he get the touchdown? He's up. He is 4 yards. They're going to mark it short.
4 yards.
He is knocking on the door. I think you got to give it to him at this point. Spencer Gifts. No, looking to throw. Batted down. Fourth and goal from the 1-inch line. I don't know what you do. I think they're going to go for it. Because if nothing else, you pin back second to Naan so far into their own end zone. They're going to go for it. He's opting to throw yet again and gets sacked. The worst thing possible that could happen has just happened. Spencer Gifts sacked, giving second to Naan a couple of yards, and they're taking over the football. Well, I guess if you're up 14-0, you can take a chance like that, but I don't know if I like that. You had 2 chances to give it to your running back, who has proven to be your most effective player on offense so far. And no chance there. It's a turnover. Matt Gay going to get 4 yards He is the backup running back for second to Naan. Will now get a lot more carries than he is accustomed to, but that's going to be an end to the first half. Moist Adventures Indoor Water Park had a chance to make it 21-0. They're going to settle for 14-0 as we go to the half. And second to Naan down their star running back, Cedric Malamar. And of course, it is now time for a lovely section of the show we call a local sponsor spotlight. We don't have a name for it. We don't call it anything. It's just we're gonna focus on one of our local sponsors, pulled at random as long as they're not one of the teams playing today. And we're going to tell you about them a little bit because, you know, we like to thank all of our sponsors, whether they sponsor a team or just help us out. Today we're going to talk about Happy Release Manicures. Happy Release Manicures is just the best place to go if you need a manicure, a pedicure, you need salon, spa treatments, you need a facial. Happy Release will be happy to take a facial if you need to go there. They do wonderful manicures. They have great treatments they can do for both men and for women. So you can go ahead and go to Happy Release, and they will take care of your hands, which, you know, are something that even you know, guys kind of think, oh, manicure, why? It's good to take care of your nails, take care of your hands, just keep them healthy. And you know, they do a great treatment. They put them under a nice dryer that kind of blows hot air. So you can go to Happy Release, get yourself a hand job, get yourself a blow job, get a facial, and enjoy a full day with those lovely people at Happy Release Manicures. Whew, went a little long to get to the punchline there. Anyway, we are getting started with the second half. Second to Naan, have the football. And there's going to be a flag on the play on that run.
Personal foul. Face
It's a
mask.
face mask. Everybody take a drink.
Defense.
Do you need one of those things like, you know, between the bed?
Still first down.
Do you need one of those? I feel like there's just a lot of papers that just could go away. I need to go through them.
Gain of 2 on the play. That makes it 2nd and 8.
I haven't used it since. And second to Naan from the 41-yard line. Continuing to move, looking to get their first score of the game. It's going to be Gay. Matt Gay, 11 yards.
11 on the play. That makes it
And a
1st and
first
10.
down. That is a solid way to start things off. Oh, we've got a good amount of people watching us. Lovely.
Penalty flag thrown on the play.
Personal foul.
Excellent. Well, welcome to all y'all who are joining us and watching.
Defense.
Do join us in the join the chat. Get some fun little
Automatic first down.
input if you think there's anything that's going on in the world of South Tucson youth football. Of course, our second game today will feature the Marmalade Shack hosting Go Fu Yourself. Go Fu Yourself, another team that could potentially go 3-0 with a win. We know that one of these two teams will go 3-0 after today because both teams are 2-0. That is why we know that. So, yeah. And again, I mentioned it in the chat, but a big thank you to our friends over at New Legacy for hosting us. I know there's a bunch of people who just kind of hang out in their channel, kind of just leave it up and open. So if you happen to be watching from New Legacy, we hope you enjoy this stuff. This is a little different. This is basically what you're watching here is a completely simulated youth football league. There are 60 teams, 6-0, and these are 2 of them, sponsored in the town of South Tucson. That is a great pass. Slade Whitaker with the 8-yard touchdown. Second to Naan. Get on the board. And suddenly, with Moist Adventures failing to capitalize on that fumble, and second to Naan coming out on the first possession of the half and scoring a touchdown, we have a 1-score game. It is anybody's game. We'd like to thank New Legacy for hosting our channel when we're streaming. We got a lot of stuff on here. Right now we're doing South Tucson Youth Football. We have the Diddler Cup, which is a racing series Tomorrow afternoon will be on the East Coast, at least afternoon on the East Coast, so around the same time as our stream right now. We will have the Proclaimers I Would Walk 500, our 15th race of a 20-race season. And that will be a great race. Do check it out. It is a fun time there. And we'll be sure to keep you abreast of all the other stuff that we got coming up. We got other stuff we're going to be doing as well. We got a Twitter account, IRMstream. The name's the same. YouTube is the same as well. But that is what you can come to our channel and check out for now. I'd like to bring back some of the MMA and some of the wrestling stuff. I got some ideas, but you know. But anyway, if you're watching us on YouTube, as all of our games go up on YouTube as well, we thank you wherever you are. We know we got some viewers in other parts of the world who usually when we stream on weeknights, it's like middle of the night for them, so they can't join us. I know we got a couple solid regular fans who will watch on YouTube because that's the only time they can. They can watch at their own time. And of course, every game goes up on YouTube. I'm working on thumbnails to get those a little more easy to see the team logos in case you want to follow your team or just watch it for whatever. Here's Spencer Gifts moving right back down the field. They're on the other side of the field. Oh, big catch. Had a small window. And there is a flag on top of it. First down and roughing the passer. They hammered Spencer Gifts on that one. Sherrod Carr is going to bring it down to the 9-yard line. And another penalty at a bad time has given it to Moist Adventures on the 9-yard line. First and goal, and they're going to answer by trying to put themselves up 2 scores yet again.
That brings up second and goal.
Watch the run. 47 Mike. 47 Mike. Mike 47.
Marty Mason up the middle for a touchdown. Moist Adventures go back to 2 scores up on 2nd to Naan, and they're going to be holding pace. And they are not letting up. It is 21-7. Moist Adventures with the lead.
Smart with the return. Pickoff return 15 yards. Call a loss of 1 yard on the play. That makes it second and 10.
Well, we're seeing a 2nd to Naan coming back, trying to close this gap, but their defense has not really shown much up against this powerful Moist Adventures offense. Ultamius Warrior, that is his first incomplete pass of this game. That's astounding. A perfect completion percentage until now. The yardage isn't that impressive, but 9 for 9 is pretty great. And Mackay caught that one and suffered a loss of 3 yards. Big drop back from Ultamius Warrior. It's 4th and 13, and they're going to be forced to punt yet again. 1:30 to go in the 3rd quarter of this game. Punt is a booming one. Had the wind to help him out. Taken out of the air on the 40 by Arnold Heron. Takes it up to the 49 for Moist Adventures. Another short field. They're starting from on the other side of the 50.
Number 26 in the tackle. Call a gain of 13 yards. First down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 36. Spencer Gifts got another big pass. Caught inside the 20. Patrick Bradshaw.
Makes it first and 10.
And they have so many weapons, Moist Adventures do. inside the red zone. All 3 trips so far, 3 of their 4 trips have resulted in touchdowns. This is their 5th time. That one, of course, being when they got it to the goal line, could not get it in. They opted to throw it. Dwight Harwell with the tackle, breaking up that play. 2nd and 10. Be sure to stay tuned for our second game coming up right after this. Marty Mason going to run that up the middle. That's 2 yards. 3rd and 8. Our second game coming up, the Marmalade Shack, sitting at 1-1, hosting Go Fuh Yourself. 2-0 team out of the Foreign Legion. Look at the Foreign Legion. We got 2nd to Naan. Well, they're going to not doing too well right now, but a lot of teams from the Foreign Legion might be the conference to watch this season. It was the Gluttony League last year. But we'll see what happens as we enter conference play. And the field goal attempt is good, so 24-7. Moist Adventures just add 3 more points to that lead. And Bo Schuler taking it 19 yards, 2nd to Naan. Do not have a lot of time left to try to get back into this one. Starting from the 33. And just to let you all know, we're going to take a quick break in between, since we are putting these on YouTube in individual game increments. I'm going to go take a short break. We're going to stay online, but we're going to put up the test pattern in between while we set up the second game. That kind of gives me a sign so I can make the separate videos. But so do stay with us, even though the test pattern will go up. We are still going to be bringing you a doubleheader, a second game of action. If you have not already, please give us a follow if you like what you're watching. And if you don't like what you're watching, just give us a follow and ignore us. I don't know. But we'd like it if you came here. It's a good time. It's fun. They're kids. They're getting hurt. They're playing football. They're playing a dangerous game that their uber competitive parents are forcing them to play. What's not to love about that? It's America. Dang it. Ultimius Warrior going to take off running and gets tackled to the ground. 10 yards for a first down. Ultimius Warrior has been doing everything possible to get this team into it. But Moist Adventures have just stopped it, and they're going to bring him down for a loss of 1. 2nd and 11. Barrett Brantley with the tackle for a loss. Nothing doing on offense. 2nd to Naan, having so much trouble. Only putting a 7 spot on the board. 4:13 to go. Clock continues to tick. All 3 timeouts still on both teams. Matt Gay going to get 2 yards on that rush. It's 3rd and 9. And stifling. Moist Adventures have just stifled their opponents. This is going to be one of those games they're going to look back on, I think, and look at that and say this may be one of those pivotal wins that boosts their strength of schedule. They're going to air that one out. Oh, caught in the end zone for a touchdown. There's a flag on the play. What a throw. Roughing the passer. I think they might deny. I might decline that one and allow for the touchdown.
That penalty is declined.
Nate Gary getting a 51-yard catch. His first catch of the game. Huge play by 2nd to Naan. Here comes the extra point to close it to 10. 3:43 to go. Looks like they're going to have to kick the onside kick. And let's see if they can recover the onside kick and make an interesting game of this one. It's not a foregone conclusion. They're going to fall on it, but Moist Adventures it didn't even go 10 yards, so I don't think that's going to happen. Moist Adventures ended up with it. And they get called for illegal touching. Mitchell Hempel giving Moist the football even further downfield. They're going to snap it, faking the throw, and Spencer Gifts is going to take off running. He's tackled for a first down. Not a lot of rushing from Spencer Gist, but he's made it count. And I believe he's got one of those touchdowns himself. The second touchdown of the game of Moist Adventures. 3 touchdowns. He's going to take it himself, running again. Up the right side. He's tackled. 17-yard gain. We'll see if he's tackled out of bounds. If that stopped the clock. I think the first down's going to stop the clock for the spot anyway. But clock is going to continue to tick, and Moist Adventures have no real reason to do anything but continue to run the football and take the clock down. Yeah, he got tackled in bounds, so that's taking it down to 2:50. Second and Naan have all 3 timeouts, but they're going to need to use them wisely and hope they can stop them. It doesn't matter if you can't stop them. That's 2 yards right now, and
That makes it 2nd and 8.
Moist are going to happily take this down to just about 2 minutes when this football is snapped. Just letting all the air out of this football. Marty Mason tackled for a loss, and second and Naan call their first timeout. It is 3rd and 9. So if they can force a 4th down and a punt, they can call their second timeout. Oh, or they could pick it off, or and let it just the clock stop on the incomplete pass. 4th and 9. That's a gift for second and Naan. They're going to receive this punt with 1:58 to go. The clock stopped. 2 timeouts. I'm going to say that's a mistake, an error on Moist Adventures to throw it. Damian Gaddis, 2-yard return. He was swarmed right when that ball landed. So second and Naan, 1:52 to go in this game. Down by 10. It seems a little far-fetched. But we'll see if Moist Adventures can hold steady. I mean, certainly if they can't convert a first down, then the game is effectively over. Ultamius Warrior, though, is known for the big play. He's going to go short to Matt Gay, who is brought down. There's a flag. It looks like it was before the tackles. It might be roughing the passer. Is going to move at 15. Moist Adventures cannot commit these penalties. Gregory Easley brings it up to midfield. I guess it's better to do it then than later in this drive, but sending a message to Ultamius Warrior, that's not the message you want to send. These kids are just looking to go headhunting on these quarterbacks, give them all sorts of brain damage. They're tired of these glory boy quarterbacks getting off easy. Ultamius Warrior, a lot of time to throw, bounces it off the chest of his receiver. It's 2nd and 10 from the 49. Minute 42 to go. They're going to continue to throw, and they got to get these plays off quickly. Warrior back again. Oh, he's brought down. Sacked for a loss of 8. The line just collapsed on him. It's 3rd and 18, and that will either continue to keep the clock moving, or they'll have to call a timeout. They've yet to call one, so we'll see what happens right now. Oh, they're gonna let the clock run. They're gonna try to hurry up, and at 3rd and 18, they have to air this football out. Well, they're gonna run it, and they're stopped in the middle, but a flag on the play. The face mask is gonna give them an automatic first down. Up to the 47.
Automatic first down.
And second and Naan have new life breathed into them. They were on the last step of this game, and they have been saved by the Moist Adventures defense. That's a good clean tackle. 2nd and 3. Clock continuing to run, opting not to use one of their 2 timeouts. Maybe they figured they have to get 2 scores. 3rd and inches. And they're going to hurry to the line. Javon Kaplan with that catch. Minute 5 to go and ticking. Ultamius Warrior, look at that. 15 for 17 throwing. He's been on target when he's thrown. Maybe that's what second and Naan need to do more of. And they'll be a threat when they enter the Foreign Legion. Believe you me, they're going to lose. It looks like they're going to lose this game. It's 4th and inches. They need to at least convert the 4th down. On 4th down here. They can't worry about throwing it. They got to just continue to move the football forward, move the chains. But with this clock, 50 seconds, they're going to look for the big play. Oh, they got the first down, and he's staying on his feet. Can he get out of bounds? Flag on the play.
Personal foul. Face mask.
The face mask stops the clock, gives a first down and an additional 12 yards. So they're down to the 12-yard line. Second and on are not dead. Two poorly timed penalties for Moist Adventures have kept them alive. So it's first and 10, not first and goal. We're on the 12-yard line, looking to get to the 2 or the end zone. Flag on the play.
Personal foul.
Roughing the passer. They are just losing their composure, our Moist Adventures. Because in addition, this is stopping the clock every time and moving it down to, well, it's first and goal. We'll see where they're going to put this. On the 6, so that was an incomplete pass. Couldn't see what ended up happening on that play. And Matt Gay is going to rush it for second and goal down to the 1. They use their second timeout. They're down to just 1. So they're going to go for it on fourth and goal. Well, you could always kick the field goal, but they're going to go for the touchdown, and they get it. Nate Gary. Touchdown, second and 9. 22 seconds to go. They need to convert an onside kick. That is still the great unknown at this point, is the onside kick.
The extra point attempt is good.
It did not work for them before, but they ended up getting the football back. They certainly will not have enough time now. The onside kick. Did they return it? Mitchell Hemphill just recovered the onside kick for second to 9. Unbelievable. They have a chance to tie or potentially win this game in the last minute. This has been an exciting game. 21 seconds. Ultamius Warrior gonna make a catch. Slade Whitaker, 4-yard catch. They gotta worry about getting into field goal range and force overtime. If they can get the touchdown, even better. They spike it to stop the clock at 9 seconds to go. This is it. They need to get into field goal range and use that last timeout to set up for a field goal. Ultamius Warrior airing it out downfield. It is caught and down with a flag on the play. 2 seconds to go.
Face mask.
A face mask.
Defense.
It's caught. It's going to bring them down to the 3-yard line, or the 5, excuse me, the 5-yard line. Second to 9 can now tie this game up with 2 seconds to go. They're going to set up the field goal and force overtime. What a comeback for second to 9, down 24-7. The field goal is up. It is good. We are seeing overtime. And so, first time we've streamed overtime this season. So if you're new to South Tucson, it's very similar to college rules, conveniently enough. There'll be a coin toss. One team will start with the football on the 25-yard line. They went 1 yard on that one, second and 9. Looks like they're going backwards. No, they're going to shake off the runner and it's standard. You just start from the 25-yard line, and you got 4 downs, obviously, to go 10 yards, and they go 1st and 10. So if they score, if they kick a field goal, a touchdown, whatever, or if they turn it over, or if they can't convert on 4th down, then the other team, Moist Adventures, will have the football in an attempt to match or beat it. Each team gets a chance with the football from the 25. They're going to dump that one off to Gay, and he's going to find, no, he's going to get tackled just short of the 1st down marker and the end zone. 2nd and 1 from the 2. So Moist Adventures will get the football next, and they will have to match or beat it. If they match it, then the overtime continues, but we switch who gets the football first. So Moist Adventures will get the football first at the start of the 2nd overtime if we go that far. They are stopped short. 3rd and 5. Travis Ostrander rushing for -4 yards down to the 6. 3rd and 5. So again, if they kick a field goal, Moist Adventures must kick a field goal to keep the game going or score a touchdown to win. And it's 4th and 3. Ostrander only gets a yard back. It's 4th and 3 for 2nd and on. They're going to kick a field goal, which leaves the game open for Moist Adventures here. This field goal looks to be about 21 yards, 22 yards. It is up. It is good. 2nd to Naan. Take a lead in the 1st overtime, 27-24. Moist Adventures now will start from the 25-yard line. Same thing. They must get to the 15 first. They want to get into the end zone, obviously. A field goal will continue the game. A touchdown will end the game with a win for Moist Adventures. And the game will end if they cannot score. 2nd and 14, they're going backwards first of all. 2nd and 14 after a huge sack by Slutbum Walla. Spencer Gifts all the way back behind the 35, airs it out, caught, and a flag. J.D. Holden with the huge catch. The flag was on roughing the passer, so Spencer Gifts took a big pop by Charles Prater. So Moist Adventures now are in field goal range easily. But you know they want to end it in the 1st overtime with a touchdown. And after a huge comeback from 2nd to Naan, they would be absolutely crushed if they gave it up in the 1st overtime. Spencer Gifts gonna run it up the middle. He goes nowhere, backwards. 2-yard loss on the play. A touchdown will end it. Spencer Gifts, shotgun formation, overthrown. 3rd down. Running out of chances. So one more shot at the end zone, you got to imagine. And then they'll bring out the field goal unit. Gifts is going to throw again. He's got Marty Mason. He scores the touchdown and ends the game, giving Moist Adventures the win and preserving their undefeated record this season. What a game we just witnessed. The final score is 30-27. 2nd to Naan came back in a huge way, but it went to overtime and they fell short. The final score after one overtime, Moist Adventures Indoor Water Park. They're going to start their conference play against 1-800-BUY-IT, another favorite in the conference. 2nd and on, they've got Mama Logano's Legitimate Spaghetti House in week 4. But that is going to be it for us. Thank you all for watching. It's been a heck of a game. The final score, Moist Adventures with the single overtime victory over 2nd to Naan. My name is Brian Hughes. This has been South Tucson Youth Football, and we hope you have a good rest of the day.